Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, NFK, Brian, Dan, channel members, Brian and Dan? What's happening? I'm getting stuff rolling here. Javon's gonna hop on. What's happening, fellers? I'm in the totally wrong thing. Budget guy, what up? The sentient, what up, dude? I think I know what the sentient's talking about already. How's that? Just real subtle. Is that what you was talking about? There we go. That way there's no dead sound. Channel member Drew, what up, dude? Channel member Pretty Fly, what up? What up? Channel member Crispy, what up, brother? Channel member, hey man, what's up? What's up? What's up? I sent Sharif a invite. I don't know what he's doing. Javon's coming on. How's everybody doing tonight? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I feel like I just saw you guys. I must have been tripping. Hey, thanks to Sentient. This is just kind of a tester thing that I have going on right now. I have a new backdrop coming, and I have a bigger black light coming. The problem is though, I don't do much. Like my Monday night live kind of slips into nighttime. So we'll see what happens. But channel member Twang, what up, brother? Terry, there's definitely Blumpkins here if you hang around long enough. Channel member Joe, what up? What up, brother? So we'll see what happens with I'm constantly working on it and dicking with it. But my woman had the great idea of putting the curtains up. So that really changed it up in here. We're getting ready to curtain off the rest of it tomorrow. And that'll actually help keep it dark in here if a little darker if I want it that way. And then we're gonna do something about the top too. I haven't decided on what yet, but we'll see. What up, Costa channel member? What's happening? Blumpkins everywhere. Hey, what's up, brother? Marisol, right? Marisol. Kind of like GBALL. Marisol. Yeah, if you see me lean over weirdly, that's what I'm doing too. Neil, what up? What up? Oh, that's right. What's up, Dopey? Shane is a good Blumpkiner. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're in the G spot too long. Turns bluish green, pink and red. Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you guys for liking it because I put a lot of freaking time money into it as well. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It hasn't been easy trying to figure out what to do. We're gonna the top because this is all windows above me as well. I'm going to get that film and do some sort of like pattern up there. Not you guys won't ever see it, but it'll help keep the sun from just beating in here. Trying to do everything I can to prep it for summer so it'll stay as cool as I can keep it in here naturally. Because if I were to do nothing, it gets to be like a hot box out here, in June, July when it's 100 degrees outside. It gets really hot in here, especially if I'm at work or whatever, and there's no much air movement in here. It can get pretty hot in here quick. Nope, but he's coming. He's coming to hop on. Okay, DeSantia, no problem, brother. No problem. We'll be chilling. Randy, what up? What a happening? Gone awry. What up? What up? Happy, what's happening? Yes, go smoke one. Fresh here, what up? Blaze them if you got them. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. That's what we do here. We find the G spot and we hang out in it. It's a good time. Yeah. Yeah, she does. She does. She's gonna be hanging 5 more tomorrow. Everything should be here tomorrow. I think the black light's supposed to be here tomorrow. I can't remember. There's a couple different things coming here tomorrow. See, like nights like tonight though, I can keep. There's a big glass door over here to my one side, and then into my house is over here. Both have doors, but I can open up my glass door and there's windows that open in here, so what you guys can't see is there's windows here and there's windows over here. And I plan on getting a like portable air conditioner because otherwise I won't be making a whole lot of content, not as much as I am now, if I don't get it straightened out here. What's up, Kyle? What up? What up? NFK, you're here, brother. Ooh, I see Milton. What's happening, brother? What's happening? I see Javon. You ready, Javon? You ready, brother? We'll bring him on. What's happening, dude?
What's going on, G-Bizzle?
Ooh, I can't hear Javon.
Oh, no, you can't hear me?
Is it me?
Hold on. Guys, can you hear me? If not, I'll bounce and come back in.
Hold
Hear
on.
you.
Say something, Javon.
Check.
Okay, there you are. I had to switch the settings in my audio. I don't know why that does that. I had it set to this.
I'm just now figuring this stuff out, dude. It doesn't matter. How are you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good. How you doing, man?
Great. I just figured I'd jump in for a few while I wait for Grateful Panic to get finished working the open studio night before I have to go grab him.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I plan on hanging out for a little while. I don't know if Sharif's coming back in or not. I sent a couple out and I said hop in if you can. If not, no big deal.
Well, I'll definitely come back after I pick him up because it only takes about 10 minutes to get him, and we stop by the little store on the way back.
All right, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I'm not used to doing late night lives like this.
I've thought about it. I do a lot of my recording late night because I don't sleep regular hours, but I've thought about going live when I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning after I've woken up and just to see who's out there, but I never do it.
Yeah, I guarantee, man, there's people out there that would come in for sure.
Well, absolutely. You think about our brothers like Josh who are over in Australia and people that are all over the world. I don't know how big our universe is, but it seems to be growing. And the more times we're out there at weird times, the more chances people getting introduced to the community, right?
Yep,
Budgie
yep,
guy,
yeah,
what's up?
man. Yeah, and like you was just saying, we have people that, just cause like for me, if it's 2 o'clock, really on the West Coast, it's only like what, 11
Midnight.
or what,
Yeah. Are
12,
you are
whatever it
you
is.
Eastern or Central?
I'm Eastern, like the farthest one,
Yeah. So if it's
like
midnight, it'll be 11, 10, 9. It'll be 9 in California.
yeah,
For
exactly. Right, right.
So for me, it'd be 1 hour before, and that would put me like if it was midnight for me, it's 10 o'clock. So when Jody goes live at 10, it's midnight for me.
Yeah.
So I always wish people good morning. It's good morning for you too when we're watching SKL.
Yeah, yeah. It's when he starts, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, and yeah. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes like I'll be recording late too, but then I freaking sometimes I'll zonk out because just my hours aren't good either, dude.
Mine just aren't normal. They're not regulated. And what's cool about it is, or not cool, because tonight we really don't have anybody because Jody went live earlier today at 4. I don't know if anybody else is planned to be on. I just think there's always a place for it. I think somebody's always wanting to chat about either knives or chat about what's on their mind. Or, I know it's kind of kept me sane many times that I've been just kind of tired out, not really doing much. Turn on and see somebody live, like Backpack B one night. I sat and watched
Yep.
him, even though I was just kind of lurking. It made me just kind of at ease.
Yep. Yeah, I agree 100%, man. And I can say the same back even when John, uh, Grateful Panic,
Dude, he brought
he
me in. He was a he didn't bring me into the knife game, but in terms of the people and introducing me to you and everybody that I really met was in those streams. Tuesday night or Friday night, I'm live. I
Yep,
mean, I
and then
used to
he'd have
love
them
those.
freaking yeah, and then he'd have, like, the random pop-on 12-hour stream that where he'd just pop on, and he'd be on for hours, man. Yeah, I used to love
Exactly.
yeah.
He was the
Yep,
inspiration, actually, the brainchild behind Nas Live. He was the one that first muttered it. I think KC made a joke to him one day about it, saying, your lives one of these days you're going to end up going 24 hours. And that's when just a bell went off in his head. And he goes, we could do a 24-hour stream, get everybody from the community together, find a cause. And at the time, I think he and Shane and I were kind of just throwing ideas back and forth, but somebody came up with knife rights because felt like it would be something that everybody would benefit right from in the community, right? And we all see
yeah,
what they do from state to state. And yes, sometimes our state's not getting the focus we want it to, but they're just waiting for the opportunity to get in front of the right
yep.
people to get the bill either up, or when the bill comes, they go to block it if it's a shitty one. So it's just yeah, his streams were to me more self-help related than knife related.
Yeah, and that's kinda what I've always told the guys in my lives, we can talk about I kinda let the chat dictate typically where what we talk about and what we do or whatever, but that's whether we're talking about knives or if we're just bullshitting about normal daily life. That's, that's what I do
Absolutely.
them for, you know?
That's the only reason to do them. That's why it's been challenging for me because I've got kind of squirrel brain anyway, and I like to have Dark Gravity on with me. And I've started bringing Scotch and things in because he's just a good dude, who's kind of outside the community but wants to kind of know more people, and people know him because he's got a channel. And
Yeah.
I try to focus on the chat and let the conversation go on, but it's just for me, it's like patting my stomach or patting my head and rubbing my stomach. I'm kind of like, what's up, El Cap Addict?
Yeah, what's happening? Roman, Carco, channel member, what up, brother? What up? Clam bacon in the bathroom. Nice.
But you
Nice,
do it
nice.
good, G Ball. Your lives are always engaging.
Oh, thanks, man. I try because usually, like when I do mine, they're at horrible times for a guest. Typically, like 11 o'clock Eastern on Saturday mornings. I hate to ask people, "Hey, you want to come on with me?" It might be like for you, it would be 10 a.m. You don't want to get on. Most of
It's
the time, you probably don't want to get up and come on
No,
alive.
it's not. Well, it's not as much that. It's just if you've got such a good format where when I kind of came to it, I was kind of testing some stuff out before I even had StreamYard, right? Just doing it off my phone and kind of trying to find my legs. You came into it and you kind of had a natural format and flow. So you don't need somebody necessarily to interact with because it takes you away from your primary. What makes you so unique is you just hang in there with the people that matter that are in the chat, right?
Yeah, that's typically how I've been doing it. But I know there's times though where uh I might be exhausted or something because I typically do, like you said, I do fine by myself, but I know there's nights where I would definitely benefit from having somebody on or, even two people. And like you said, if you have three people, two people can be bullshitting while one person can like kind of maintain the chat in a sense. Uh,
Absolutely. Great example. Last night it got to be tornado here, and I've had that little fender bender where I lost the left side of my car with a guardrail, but that's another story. And I had to go cover it up, so I left them talking, engaging the chat. Dark Gravity's real good at that, and I was literally out there for probably 15 minutes, battening down the hatches, so to speak. But
right.
yeah, it's anytime, dude, you're tired or you want to have some company, you reach out to me. I don't care what time it is. You'll always see during Knives Live, I'll always be the 4 or 5 a.m. slot. I always take the shit slots that people don't want. And this
Yeah.
year might be a great opportunity to really turn it up and go full 48.
Yeah,
We've
I
got the
think it
people for it, and I think it'd be a fun weekend. I know I could definitely do it. I might have to snooze through some people's like 30 minutes through their lives. I am a professional crash
yeah.
test dummy, and I've survived every one of them unscathed. Now my vehicle's not so much.
Right, right. Right, right. Yeah, I'd definitely be down, and even if we had to come up with a thing where I would do 2 lives, you know what I mean? If I could, you know what I mean? If we didn't have enough to do 48 hours of 1 hour per person or whatever, I'd do 2 lives for 2 hours or, whatever, so we
We had
can leave
talked
it.
about that, and there's several people that would do, because you find that an hour is shorter than we all do, so it's kind of not tricky if you're doing a giveaway on each hour. You've kind of got to really manage your time so you can have some engaging conversation and then still have the giveaway and get everybody to the next channel, because that's what makes it so successful is the people that are in the live that are going on like now that we do like Stevie did tonight and put the link up so people can just easily come over here, right? So that's kind
Right,
of the passing of the baton. So absolutely, Shane's the one that is actually, and he's in here, but he's in. We've started talking about getting things together and starting to try to plan earlier this year, and it'll come together. And what we really want to look at is what's best for the community and what's best for the cause, which is Doug and Nas Live. And I know he likes to come on. There's certain times of the day where he's available. So Shane has the heavy lifting of kind of scheduling the time slots out to where Doug then reaches out and says, okay, I know this guy. I feel comfortable with this guy. I know this guy. I'd like to talk to this guy because I know they've got an audience that I never get in front of that much. So it's just really kind of a neat deal. So for me, my hand's been up saying we need to go 48 hours for 2023 because there's more than enough interest. And, 24 hours, I thought it was going to be a lot harder last year because it was kind of hard the first year. I fell asleep unexpectedly for about I missed like two spots. I missed our buddy, God, Kevin's friend, Kyle, DTOM. I missed him and I missed
oh,
whoever was right
yeah,
after him. I think it was Christine and Peter, but they did another live because Grateful Panic was having technical difficulties. But last year was a breeze, dude. I could have kept going. Now I would have had to sleep at some point, staying up for 48 hours at my age or any age. Now I've done it. I have done it with, I've stayed up like twice that long, but we won't go there. That was in the past. But that's kind of tough for anybody, but I take cat naps anyway. So for me, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, dude, I would have well, my thing is, especially if we was just sitting back. Now I didn't do one last year. I don't know if I had started
You
my
didn't have
channel
your
yet. I don't
channel
think
yet. Because
No, I didn't
that's when I
start yet.
first learned to live stream. Because I didn't have a channel, I had a shorts channel where all I posted, for the first 6 or
That's
7
right.
months. Now I've had my channel for 10 years, but all I had on it was 2 downhill skateboard videos and then a couple of school projects my daughter did that she had to use my YouTube to get it to her school. But then I started doing
Oh,
shorts and learned how to stream on StreamYard for Dives Live. So I didn't have a channel till right after it, but I did the 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock slot. And ended
yeah.
up, which worked out good, I ended up sitting on whoever was before. Stevie Pocket Metal was before me. So I joined Pocket Metal. He joined me with a couple of other people. So there were like 3 or 4 people in each of those late night. We went for 3 hours. I dropped off at 5. And then it went to like Steve. I mean, it was cool. It's fun to do it and have people on with you so you don't fall asleep, right? Because I remember
Uh,
at 5 when it was over is when the Hardee's opens right down the street. And I ran and got biscuits and gravy, a bunch of hash browns, and a big old cup of coffee and came back and got right back into it.
I think see, I was gonna say I didn't do one last year, and I think now I might have like zonked in and out, you know what I mean? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I watched I think most of it. Now I might not have been every chat like heavily engaged, but there was times where either I was doing something and listening, or I might have like zonked out for 20 minutes or whatever. But I think I was in every live. But I was gonna say if you are one of the people that are doing one of the lives, I could totally see getting a couple hours of sleep if you can. So you're not, completely out of your slot, depending on when it is.
Absolutely, dude. It's like I said, it's a team effort, and we did some scrambling. Was it last year or the first year? I think it was the first year we had to do some serious scrambling, and then last year, of all people, and it had nothing to do with him, but Jared had the last hour, the last 2 hours. He was going to take it from when it officially ended Saturday night, when the live stream ended. The giveaway, you could still donate and be entered in the giveaway for 2 weeks. We leave that open, right? Because a lot of people just get awareness that there is a Knives Rights, that you can go there and you can be a member and get newsletters, every week to let you know what they're doing and stuff like that. And so we keep it open for 2 weeks. But Jared had Doug on to kind of thank everybody for their time in the lives and how much he'd enjoyed talking to people. And Jared was having trouble getting Doug heard. I think it was maybe Doug issues that Doug was having getting on Jared's platform, because Jared uses something different than StreamYard. It's actually pretty cool, the software he
Right.
uses. But they got it worked out. And then the year before, Grateful Panic couldn't get any of his audio or his video to work. So
That's right.
at the last
Yep.
minute, Christine and Peter took that slot. We basically in the chat got everybody over to the Christine's channel and it finished fine, So it's always going to be kind of janky, but that's expected, right?
Yep. Yeah. That has to be.
Oh, I want Mike
Uh,
Jernak. He's supposed to call me. I've got him right here. So as soon as he texts or calls me, I'm going to put y'all on pause, let G-Ball take it back. I'll get him and I'll be back.
yeah, I was gonna say too, if Dark Gravity's, around or whatever, he can hop on. Or uh, I'm
Don't
way
hold
behind
this.
in the chat, guys.
Yeah, get on the chat, buddy. Hold on, hold this against him. Dark Gravity turned into a pumpkin probably at 10 o'clock. It's probably when he was asleep. He'll be up at 4 getting his work
Oh,
clothes on, even though he's not working. He just, he can stay up late on Friday nights, but on Saturday nights, I think he goes to bed pretty early.
like a normal human does. not like
Well,
us.
he's and y'all have family, so I get it. But when I had little kid, which I only have one daughter, she's 23 now, and she lives in Nashville. But when she was little, I had to keep weird hours because the only time I had to me, which is, sounds selfish, but I don't mean it in a selfish way, was when she was asleep and when her mama was
Yeah.
asleep, right? Because I wanted to give them
Yep.
attention when they were awake. And then what you find is you don't give yourself anything really. But I don't need a
Yeah.
lot.
It's very hard. It is. It's very, very hard when you have the young kids and the woman, and then you need like it's like I told my kids, and they're young and don't understand, but I need an hour to myself, during the day. And this was back when I first started YouTube. I just need it because I realized at that point when I first started how much time I never have just by myself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I I told them I need an hour, just 1 hour, and eventually it worked out to the point where I could film for an hour after work, without too much disruption.
Well,
But
absolute hats off to you guys like you and Kevin, because I didn't even I had a YouTube channel, but it was only like I said because I used it for daughter's school projects because that's for some reason how the school wanted their little art project. She's a graphic artist, but she's been into art since third grade and it
right,
accelerated. But so I had the channel, but I didn't have the channel like I do now where I did anything on it. So I could not imagine trying to provide content and go live, and y'all do a great job and still be there and be present. It's just so tough. Maddie
yeah,
does a great job juggling it too. I mean, he's got micro and mini as part of the show really.
yep,
They've kind of come into it, and I think the greatest since Biggie Smalls and Tupac, biggest gang, what would you call that, beef is Shane and and Eli, and I'm on team Eli. I've been very open about that. Team
yeah. I
Eli
think
all the way.
I have to. I have to agree. I'm riding with little Minnie there.
Well, you just got to go where the strength is, where your opportunity to win is outweighs your opportunity to lose. And no offense to Shane, he knows I love him, but Eli and the Lizard are without doubt have the upper hand. Eli started taking martial arts for God's sake, for the reason to get better to kick the train wreck or the
You,
highway accident to the curb.
Minnie's not messing around, man. Like once
No.
that opened up the small like prairie to Eli to like Canadian Falls.
He went hard into it. It definitely keyed him on. And then you've also got to think, which Shane hadn't probably even put this much thought into it, but there's a good chance he'll be as big as his dad. He's got a 50%
Yeah,
chance being a
yeah,
black belt and
yeah.
being 7 feet tall. Yeah, good luck, Shane. Team Eli, Team
Yeah,
Lizard, as Budget Guy
and by
says.
the I think it won't be probably how old is do we know how old Minnie is?
I want to say he's 8, but I don't know that for sure. And if Faction comes
That's
in
what
here, he'll correct me.
I was
But I
thinking
think 8
7,
sounds.
8.
Yeah, I think 8.
I was thinking around that age. I was gonna say legally Shane can't even put hands on him for another 10 years. So if he
Well, but
continue
you've got a judge that could see that Shane and Eli's mental capacity was right around the same, even though Eli's just 8. There's really
True.
that Shane wouldn't have really known he was only 8 or 9. He's 9, Crispy says. So Shane would probably have a tough time proving that, but that would be the defense that I would recommend. Shane, you have to go in and say, you don't really determine age because you really have the mental capacity of a 9, 10-year-old.
Technically they're the same age.
Exactly. Eli's just got more moves and more swagger.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, that's real funny. What do we got here? What do we got? 42 on 34. Uh Yeah, it's a struggle though with the family, the work, and the YouTube. Trying to juggle all that because it's doing those three things. It's like a full time, like 24-hour a day full time thing almost for the most part.
I know I can't imagine because I do it just with my stuff real casually, and I know how much time it takes. And then you guys really do it very well. I mean, and I watch all your content. I'm not a big commenter. I'm bad about that, but I do watch it, and I'm just like, man, to it, you get into that rhythm of putting out content, and you probably schedule it out too, where you've got, you're ahead. Maybe do you do that? Do you schedule it out where they release a few days out, or do you just do them live and drop them?
I do. Okay, so I don't do quite what Lefty does, where he'll schedule like 4, 5, 6 days in advance, like record all in one day and then schedule them out. I more do like I might schedule for the next day, and then I might schedule one for that following morning, but I like to have more control in case, like, say I get the rating in or something, and I would rather put the unboxing of this up than the overview of da 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 da. This is, at least to me, this is more, the unboxing of this knife, like a
Absolutely.
nice. So I like to have the ability to, because I have videos ready that if I want to, I can, hit ready to go. But I've really, not that I'm doing that well with view count, but I've learned it doesn't really matter when you drop them. So to have a specific time every day, it's not really beneficial. So it's
Mm-mm.
almost kind of like whenever you can get the video done and you think it's good as far as the video, the thumbnail, the title, then you upload it. It doesn't need to be that you have a set schedule every day or like
I
that. So you
totally
don't have to,
agree.
yeah, don't feel obligated to have, I got to have a video at 9 a.m. Eastern, every day. You don't got to do that to yourself.
See, for me though, with the squirrel brain, because I do have just terrible ADHD, that's the easiest way for me to do it. So I might shoot three,
Yeah.
4 videos in a day, and then I might wake up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I might shoot 3 or 4 more, and I can't keep them on my phone. So each time I decide, I think, okay, this is the video idea. I'll go to Canva and I'll make the thumbnail. I'll take the picture of the knife if I'm going to put it in there, closed usually, and I'll make my thumbnail. It'll be saved, then I'll shoot the video, stitch it together in iMovie, and then upload it. And I will schedule it out. So I'll have them schedule it out for usually 8 days. But if I get something in, like I will this week, I will move it immediately to the front. And I've got them all to go out at 6 a.m. because Sobek Scotty, my brother from another mother, likes to watch him when he drinks his coffee. So I just let them all
Yep.
go out at 6 a.m. just because it's easy for me. It's not because I just think
Yep.
that way it's consistent. I just can do them. And then if I need to move something up, I can. But if I have to, I don't feel it or I'm just not into it or I'm working, driving, traveling all week and I'm beat, I've got videos
Right.
that can go.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either, especially if it helps you stay organized. I was just meaning, don't put the pressure on yourself to feel like it has to be that way, though. You know what I mean? Like, say
Sure,
there's a day,
absolutely.
it's not a big deal if you don't put a video out that morning or that evening or even that day. It's, if you go a day without posting a video, and it took me a long time to learn that and to actually let that happen, which I actually just did that for the first time. I didn't release a video, I didn't do a short, I didn't do a live, and that was the first time I've done that since I started. And it was tough for me to do, but I did it on purpose, and I just kind of stayed away from YouTube for that
To
day.
prove that you could do it.
Yeah, just, I can do it. Now, it's not something that, you wanna do for days on end unless you're gonna tell your your guys, hey, there's going to be a couple days where I'm not recording. I'm
I've
just
got
doing
stuff
this.
to do with the family, and I'll be hard
What?
to.
Yeah, whatever. Like you might be on vacation or you're just taking a few day break. Hey, it is, that way your guys know, maybe like you do a live stream like this and you say, hey, I'm after this, there's going to be a few days where I'm just not around,
And a great
taking a
example is,
break.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. A great example is when Zach was trying to decide on when to do his live, how he came on and he told everybody, guys, this is my last Sunday live. Not sure when I'm going to go, but I'll let you know. And he kept everybody on his community tab informed. And that's all you can try to do. And I think now he's back to Sundays and doing some Thursdays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As far as I know, I don't know if is he set back on Sunday or is it
I
just
think Sundays he is going to be try to do the 2 o'clock my time, which is 3 o'clock your time, 12 o'clock his time. I think that's what he
yeah,
said this past Sunday.
yeah, because he's all the
Marcel,
way out. He's out all the way west, I think, isn't he?
he's in the Portland, Seattle area, wherever Benchmade is. Are they in Portland, Oregon? Wherever Benchmate is, he's in the same town or one town over.
Yeah. So he's all the way West Coast hours then.
It
He'd be
is.
like,
He and Big Red and Z-Man and
yeah,
Sharif, if I'm not mistaken, all of them are Western time. Stevie, of course.
yeah,
Facction's that weird Arizona time where Doug Ritter is, where they don't do daylight savings time. So that really threw the Fridays off for a long time, for 2 weeks, where I thought that they were 20 minutes when I got done. Hey, sharp guy. But, it's so Arizona, that's where Maddie is. And then, of
right.
course, I think Lefty's Eastern time too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Lefty's actually he's only I think like 2 hours from me, maybe.
Oh, dude, you guys have to get together and go to lunch or something.
Well, dude, and that's what I was just I was talking with Doom about it the other day. It's so hard though, because Kev works a full-time job. I work a
I know.
full-time job. He has a
I get it.
kid. And dude, like for us, and I'm sure if we really wanted to lock down, I'm sure we both could meet up on a day where we could go to lunch. But he when he has free time, he's probably doing YouTube stuff, or when he has free
Night
time, he
stuff,
actually,
Devo time.
yeah, it's not actually free time. And the same thing with me is like it kind of feels like I have to, if I have a free hour or I know I'm not gonna have no distractions for an hour, whether my kids are at the park with my woman or whatever. If I have an hour, I pretty much come right to the table. I start recording. So it's not like you have free time
Yeah, I get
anymore.
it. I know it is. What's up, Michael Morgan. That's the truth. But I mean, that's why you got to make sure that you're enjoying it. And the only reason I like to do it is because I like to do it. I catalog my collection. It kind of gives me kind of a history of how my knife hobby's changed and it continues to evolve.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy how your taste will change even within a year, like from the beginning of that year to the end of that
It's
year.
it's amazing. I've even done things that I swore I would never do, like go down the slip joint rabbit hole. Now I did pull myself out, dude. I found their low drag jacks in 2 different retailers available in black micarta, which is the pattern I like the most. And I've had it in my cart twice, but I didn't do it, and I feel like that's a huge victory. I want one. I'll eventually probably have one, but a week and a half ago, I had absolutely no desire for any slip joint, did not even understand it, didn't get it. And then the Ohio River Jacks went on sale, and somebody told me you really ought to try one. I knew I shouldn't, and I did. And now I like it. I've got a slip in today. I did the lame unboxing of that. But yeah,
Mm.
man, there's so many things. And then I've got another. I did something else kind of reckless, but it's a good reckless, I think. But it's totally out of my style, but it'll be something really cool for the channel and something that'll probably be in my collection forever. And it'll
You
make
got
Town and
something coming?
Fan happy. Huh?
You got something
Dude,
awesome coming?
I did something. People probably won't get it. I was with its first owner when he got it at the Nashville Custom Knife Show. I don't want to give it away, but dude, it is. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's not. It's 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 stabby tactical pocket jewelry. That's all I'll say. It'll be the nicest knife in my collection by a long shot. I mean, I can't believe the only reason I did it is because I had such a guttural response when I watched him get it, because he got it from the table from the knife maker. And my other friend A to Z got a different pattern from the knife maker. So they both walked out with one, and he was getting ready to let it go. And instead of him doing what most people would do is let it go for market value, he said, dude, I'll let you, because you've done so much for me, get it for what I got it for. And it's well over what I would ever do anything for, but I can't say no, you know?
Yeah.
And I've even done him one better. I said, look, if I ever decide that it's not for me anymore, I'll let you take the benefit of the secondary market. You know, I'll just sell it back to you for what you sold it to me for, because that was such a bro deal. You know, I hope I never
Yeah.
sell it, because it's such it's such a cool knife. But I don't know if people will dig it. I think it's definitely it's cool.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea, though, as far as, if you ever decide to get rid of it, send it back to me.
We try to do that because he's the one that sold me my first Hinder, and he said, I just want you to carry it for a week to see if you like it. You know, don't buy it, check it out first, you know. And I've done the same for him. I sold him my Ace Grand that I really love, my L Max, and traded him actually for it. But if we can, the three of us that are local here within, you know, he's about 40 miles away, 30 miles away, not if even, and then my other friends in Huntsville. But if we can buy each other's knives and just kind of keep them in the immediate family, that way I'm always like, look, dude, all you got to do is tell me if you want it back. I'll sell it back to you, right? You know, give him you first right of refusal, so you don't feel like you've lost your knife or you have buyer's remorse or seller's remorse. You know, not that you ever would, but it's just good to know that it's being loved by somebody who you care about.
Right.
That's why I love selling them or gifting them to people in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to double hit the like button. I'm going to run over here to the TV so I can double hit the like button. I'll be right back.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. So what's up? What's up? What's up, EP? Dopey, Todd, Twang? How's everybody doing? Piper with the 2 bones. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Thank you, brother. That's too kind of you, my sir. My good sir. Thank you, brother. We are just chilling like villains. Chilling and chilling. Demonoc, what up, brother? Yeah, sorry about this morning, guys. I woke up with a freaking migraine, and I woke up, went back to sleep to try to get rid of it, and I didn't wake up till like 1:30 Eastern, I think it was. And I think by that time everybody was gone. I went back to sleep. I texted Crispy, and I think he let some people know, but yeah, I was just down this morning. I couldn't even get so yeah. That's why I decided JB went early, because I was gonna go right about that time. I said, I don't see anyone on. I'm gonna come on at 5:30, and then about that time, JB's live thing came up. So I was like, oh, I'll just hit the slot late night type deal. And then I saw Stevie was coming on, so I hit him up and I said, hey, I'm gonna go live after you. And he said, sounds good. He said, just hop on my live. So that's what I did. But
and that keeps the flow.
Yeah. Yep, it really does, man. I don't think I had a few when I first started. I did some later night lives, but I'd say for the last, I don't know, 2 months or so, I haven't done a live. I haven't been live after like 8 o'clock, I don't think. So now I've been a guest,
Yeah, and see,
but
those are the ones the Grateful Panic had that I love. The ones that would go late into the night where you just feel better. It almost was like when I leave an AA meeting, I feel better. I dread going, but I never dread to go into Grateful Panic's lives. But it's like when they're over, you just feel so much better. And I always felt better after Grateful Panic. Sorry about that. I just hit the mic stand that's now ringing with the Nimble 2 that I'm sending out to Bearded Doom tomorrow. I'm going to miss that knife, that prototype, and I'm definitely going to get one.
dude, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna get the same one, dude. I'm gonna get the gray with the stonewash to go with my original, my
See, I
OG
got the
gripper.
original blackout, so I'm probably going to get just the opposite colorway.
Yeah, to stick with that one. See, I thought about getting the all black one, but then I was like, man, they won't. They'll look
They won't
they'll
match.
look similar. Yeah, yeah. So I figured I'd
Well,
do the gray on gray.
well, mine will be different because God, I always forget. I get people confused that gift me awesome stuff. But see, those pivot collars are black.
Yeah.
That's one of 2 sets that I'm gonna have to go back and look at my DMs that somebody gifted me on this black and black because I took out the bronze one. I saved them, and just replaced them with that to actually murder it out. So all you have that has any branding is the clip with the G.
Oh yeah, that looks sweet, dude.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely want the black, and his finishes aren't as glossy. And I don't really say this is glossy, but to me, it's glossier than what I've seen on his Instagram on the new run. Ashley, you
So
and Tiffany are gonna have to chill.
you think the first one is a little more glossy than what he's
It seems
coming out with?
blacker. It does. It seems to me, again, all I've seen is from it in reality with the version 1 to the images of the protos of version 2. And the version 2, I think, look a little more elegant because they're black, but they don't seem as shiny, if that makes sense. They look more matte,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
which I think looks cool. And then I picked up this, which is a fantastic budget knife. And I don't remember the name of it. It's a Miguron, but I want to say it's the Miguron
Moyarl or whatever.
something like that. It's hard to pronounce, Moiral or something. And it
Yeah,
is
dude.
less than $50. I bought it on Amazon for $47. It came the next day. 14C 28N, sharpened up great. I immediately put a 17-degree edge on it because I like to sharpen budget knives. Look at the
Yeah.
sharpening choil where the finger groove is, or the finger choil and the sharpening choil. I mean, it
Yeah.
couldn't have been done better. And if you look at how thick those steel liners are, it does. The only negative, if you want to call it that, is it's a thicker knife. But to me, it just
Yeah, that
feels
don't.
good in hand.
Yeah, well, there's a place like I tend to like thicker handles. Now there are times like with this clairvoyant
I
or
love that
certain
knife. Hey, dude.
certain
You know,
certain knives, I don't mind a thinner handle, but I'd say my preference is definitely a little thicker of a handle, whether it's width or whatever. But typically, I like a little thicker of a handle.
right.
You no, just it's normal. I got away from like tank mods and all that stuff. When I learned how much juice these things conserve, like I fill these up like once a day, but
Nicotine salt for the win.
like a bottle of juice will last me like 4 times as long with one of these than it will like a tank, because tank mods eat the juice up, you know.
Yeah, sub ohms, you're
Now,
getting so much clouds of lower nicotine, where these
yeah,
have higher concentrations of nicotine, and you don't need nearly as much.
yeah, yeah.
I use these at work because you're not blowing out thick vapor. But yeah, if you like taste, if you're a flavor chaser, Joe, I agree. I mean, I think that a tank mod, there's still a place for it. For me, I just don't have time because I used to build coils before I got into knives. I had all kinds of weird hobbies. I was a good
Yeah,
coil builder.
in the same deal. I used to do like the drip tanks, like make the wires and stuff the cotton in them and all that. I used to do that too, and then I didn't have the time for it to like a regular tank that you just pre-fill and screw it on. And I did that for a long time, and then my buddy actually showed me these. I was always against these little things, for one reason or another, but I bought one and tried it, and I realized how much juice these things conserve. Now, these are more for taste as well. These aren't for, like, blowing big clouds, these are
No, but
more
they'll
for
give you your
taste.
nicotine, definitely, and your
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah, 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 the flavor.
Lemmy, I understand that a lot of people are not allergic, but sensitive to nicotine salts. And there are a lot of people that are sensitive to what is it, polyglycol. They're two different things. Hey,
Yeah,
G-Ball, I'm going to jump out for just a bit and run down to the store here and take Panic because he just made it home. And then I'm going
okay.
to come back and see you.
Alright, sounds good, brother.
All right, brother. I'll bring you a drink later.
Alright, sweet. Alright, later. Just do a nimble channel. I think there'd be a lot of people upset about that, dude. Don't you think? Ha 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 ha. I'm not used to having a guest. Joanne just left. Oregon City's where Zach lives. Sharp guy, what up, brother? Mark, what up? What up? Yeah, I'm not used to having a guest. Bluminati, what up, dude? I'm gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, there's a bunch of mofos in here. What's the point? EDC, what up, dude? Doesn't cost a dime to hit the like button, friends. Yeah, blowing it up in here. Trying to jump ahead. Oh, I think I jumped way ahead. Way ahead. I don't think so. You can go into it. And look. Terry, what up, brother? Premium Enyo. I don't even know what that is. I don't do the salt nicks. I have, but I don't do them anymore. The shit I do is just the regular. Yeah, it's just the cover. Yeah, I'd get smacked. I only use pods now too. Yeah, I like the pods, man. Just because I mean I've used to be a cloud chaser, but I'm not so much anymore. I'd rather do turn the babe, turn that down. I'd rather have the taste and conserve the juice than have big clouds that I gotta refill the tank 2 or 3 times a day. Uh 'Cause I'm telling you, the pods, if you find yourself blowing through juice and you're using a tank, that's why. 'Cause those tanks will especially certain ones where they're made for, you know, absorbing a lot per hit, so you can get those big clouds. I know I was tearing through a bottle, like, every 7 to 10 days. I get, like, 3 times that out of a bottle now or more. Thanks, RB. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know. I was just saying earlier, I don't go live at night to really Saturday morning and Monday evening. I'll have to start doing random weekend late. ones or so whenever there isn't one. Hellcap, BBR said hey to you like 4 times, bro. Come on. Say what's up, dude. Pedro, what up, dude? Used to do the tank mods, builds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what this is, the Vapresso something something. I don't remember, but they make good, I learned about them through my tank mod or my tank mech mod, you know, just the regular tanks. Vapresso made, this, uh, battery, uh, the lower part, I forget what the hell they're called, but the mod itself, basically. Uh, it was durable as hell. I dropped it out of moving vehicles and, like, the batteries blew everywhere, and it kept working. It's still working right now if I needed it to, but then I learned about these, and these are pretty tough too. So I like that about them as well. Tops makes good stuff, Joe, yeah. I would definitely snag one. Tops makes good stuff. Terry, I'm telling you, man, you can go out and get one of these for like 30 to 40 bucks probably. And then you can get 5 of the top parts for like 20 bucks. Plus it comes with 1 or 2. So like right off the rip, you could get 7. That right there, all you would need is for you to get juice, and that would last you for months. I'm telling you. Like I vape this thing all day, and easily one of the tops lasts like a month or more, you know, depending. Oh, it's one company I haven't bought a knife from yet is Boker. Yeah, that'll be sweet, dude. That will be sweet. Yeah, I got a thing saying like 60, I think, or close. One Moon, what up? What up? What up? What up? Oh, no, no, no. Just got my Lion Steel H1 back. It was stolen 6 months ago by a coworker. My buddy took it from him and drove it to me today. No shit, dude. Really? So what? You won at work and your buddy saw it and your buddy saw it in this dude's hands and he took it. It's a good buddy right there, man. The 2000 Puff Escobar tobacco flavor. I used to do those. Like, is that like the Elf Bar and all that? I've had those, and I like those. uh, I don't know what it is about. Typically get the same juice, like the same 1 or 2 juices over and over and over again. And I've done that for like a year or more, I think, at this point, probably even a little longer. But I've been vaping the same 2 juices. Like I'll get one a couple months in a row and then get the other one a couple months in a row and kind of flip flop back and forth. That is some loud stuff. A squonk mod. No. Squonk mod. Sounds kind of familiar though. Riva. Yeah, that's one thing about that vaping is finding one that isn't gonna bust or quit working on you. Oh, I love you too. What pod mod is that, G-Ball? So Z-Man, what's up, brother? It's the Vapresso, and then I think it's just called like the Vapresso 2.0 maybe or something. But it's like it's about 4 inches, like a little longer than 4 inches. So it like fits like right in your hand pretty much. And it's not real big, dude, but they're like 30 to 40 bucks maybe. They're nice, man. I'm telling you, I have 2 of them. Like I like this one so much, I went out and got the second one to have for good and keep this one for work or whatever, vice versa. Uh and then the pods are I can just buy the same set pods. I can have 2 different juices going if I want or whatever. But I like these ones now. Yes, that is Mrs. G-Ball. Nice, Joe. Nice. Tops is a good company. Yeah, that's true, Todd. I'm wondering how long that's pretty much the next thing about this is to see how long it actually lasts or lasts. I haven't had any issues yet, and this is my oldest one. And it's still holding the charge. I can probably hit this for a day and a half to 2 days, and that's about when I need to charge it. But that's hitting it constantly pretty much all day. Yeah, the street scalpel, I've seen that too. I might snag one of them myself. Yeah, that's a good idea. Me too, dude. The sentient, did you send me that on Instagram? Remember you sending me that? Bunk Boker bad guy. I don't think I've seen that Mimo. Yeah, me either, dude. I wouldn't pay that though anyway. One of those. Yeah, they are. Somebody asked me about it, and I can't remember who asked me, but I think they got one, and they ended up really liking it too. Mhm. Nice, dude. Yeah, for real. It's one thing against, like, Big Co. or whatever, but stealing from your buddies or, you know, human friends and family, that's when it's messed up in my opinion. I'm a little different than most people, though. I don't care about people who are stealing from, like, Walmart or something. Screw Walmart, but don't steal from your buddies and family. Yeah, vaping's the way, man, especially, like, I know there's a lot of, like, bad about vapes, but a lot of that, I think, comes from people messing with stuff that's not, you know, quote, unquote, "regulated" or whatever, like, the good quality stuff, it's homemade bull crap that somebody made, or it wasn't actually a tobacco vape, they was vaping something they shouldn't have been, and those are the people who have issues. Because 'cause I've been vaping just mainstream shit since probably 2011, 2012, back when vaping was a pain in the ass. You had them, like, skinny tanks, they would leak. the batteries were like big and boxy, and they were like rechargeable type ones. This was back, and then it quickly started evolving. But uh, I remember vaping when around here when nobody knew what the hell it even was. Squonking. See, I've heard of that before, but I can't. I'm a little out of it though. Agreed. That's one thing I don't. I'd rather just have the truth. Ooh, it's nice, Twang. Me and my woman very rarely. We went to go to a steakhouse just a week or two, or it's been like a couple weeks now. But that was the first time me and her like went out to eat and had a night to ourselves in a long, long, long time. That's exactly what it is, Terry. The XROS. That's why I can't ever remember the shit. That's exactly what it is. I think it's the 2.0. This one is. And then they have the original one, and then they make like a smaller one, which I think is the 3. I've thought about getting that one, but I don't think it's the same pods. So that's why I ended up getting just 2 of these just to make it easy on myself. I don't think it's the same pods. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. That's exactly right. Oh, dude, that's messed up. That's messed up, dude. And now she lost all that stuff because of some jackass. Is it similar to the 2, Todd? Or is the 3 that small one? Or am I thinking of a different one? Because I know Vapresso has that, like, small, square-looking one. Lost Vapes. That's one I'm not familiar with either. But since I switched over to these, I kinda lost they're always coming out with new things for the vape game. I'm way behind on that stuff. I still have it then, just yeah, I still have it. I've tried so much shit though. I forget exactly what it was, but I've tried so many different medicines and herbal things and all kinds of shit. And it's typically when I wake up is when I have the migraine, and it's too late. And that's always been the problem. Very rarely. It does happen once in a great while, but it's very rare that like it does happen once in a great while, but it's rare that I'm awake all day and in the afternoon or evening I get one. It happens rarely, but I usually wake up with them, and that's the issue. It's already started and it's too late. Yeah, thanks to you guys, all these channel members. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot. There's nowadays, man, it was kind of a real choosy thing like 10 years ago. You had to really be careful with what you picked. But nowadays, you can kind of just point your finger and it's probably going to be good. You know what I mean? Whether you like that specific thing or not, the quality's going to be good and whatnot, is what I mean. 10 years ago, there's a lot of companies that were here 10 years ago that definitely aren't around, and a lot that have come and gone just because it wasn't good. Right, right, right. A lot of people slowed down or quit on the cigarettes and they're all tied in together. So I don't know how many people seen it, but well, I guess you guys wouldn't have seen it at all yet. But I got a hold of Brian Nadeau and DLT because I love this SBD, the mini Evo. But mine came, if I do the push button, it's good to go. Like it's fine. I had a couple people ask me. But like when I come down on the flat part, I can fail it so easily that it shouldn't be that way. Once it pops, it should pop at least all the way open. And mine, I can if I want to. And I've talked to a couple people, and they've said that they almost cannot fail it. Uh, and that's not what's happening with mine. So I think, if I give it the gas and I'm paying attention, you know, it'll go and it's fine. But it's just something that it's not the way it should be. So it bothers me. And I just think that either A, it should be fixed or B, get replaced. Uh, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, if I had to keep it this way, I'd be all right. But it's not the way it should be. And it feels like it is getting a little stronger from the day that I opened it up, but I can still fail it if I want to. Like I don't know, it's odd. Very odd. Because there's times where it seems very strong, and then other times where not really. So that's the whole schmeal with that. I had a video on it and like a disassembly. I haven't posted it yet because I didn't know if I should or not. Just because I might try to send it back or whatever. Yeah, that's exactly right. People vaping on stuff that they shouldn't be vaping on. That's for sure. I'm not there yet anyway. The whole smear campaign and scare tactics that come out about vaping from ignorant drones. Yeah, and the sad thing is a lot of people start believing that crap too, and then it gives a bad stigma to everything about it. Because I've even had family say, you better quit vaping or it's gonna kill you. And I've been vaping for 12 years and it hasn't caused any issues. All right. Wonk our mods with. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's basically like a build, right? No, yeah, don't. It's just another thing to do, budget guy. That sucks though, twang about the randoms. My dad just started dealing with that too. Condor has a bunch of stuff that looks good. I agree. Yeah, I don't know why people just aren't, and no, most people aren't gonna buy a stolen phone. either. There's no reason to. XROS 2 comes in a regular and mini version. The 3 has some same pods, but bigger battery, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking then, Todd. So they came out with a 3rd version. I might have to scope that bad boy out if it uses the same pods. Build your own squonk. Nice, dude. 46 likes, 46 people in the chat. Nice. That's what we like to see. True precision. Half of it was cloud save, but she lost some of her. Yeah, dude, that's horrible. That's horrible. Can't ever get them back. Can't ever get those back. Luckily, when my daughter, I've lost some like important old pictures, but luckily, when me and my woman got together, we saved, or we got like a external hard drive, and we put all our daughter's most of them on that hard drive, and my son's too. But I think that's the only reason we still have them, because that laptop died. Yeah, Steve, what up, dude? What's happening? My woman thinks she's getting the Nimble T. Yeah, as long as I can get the version 2, right? That's what I said. No. We'll need a rolling from the chat on that. Okay. I said as long as I can get version, as long as I can get a version 2, I said I'd give her the Tanto V1 with the Zircuti collars and specialty hardware for it. Yammer it with those, man. No, I don't think so, Dissentient. I think it comes on from a lot of it, I think, is between not getting enough sleep and stress, is what I think it is. I don't think it's like food related or that type of thing related, caffeine or food, or I think it comes from like the not getting enough sleep and like just stress. I think that's what it comes from, but I haven't narrowed it down for sure yet, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, Terry, 100%. Yep. There was very few good ones. And the good ones everyone knew about back then. There was a lot of crap. Bathtub gin. Yes, the mini Evo. Yep. Damn, Mimo, you've been getting a bunch of crap in, man. You've been getting a bunch of crap in. Hold what closer to the camera? The knife? No, Happy. It's a bolster lock, brother. It's just got a lighter detent, man. See, I'm not on it. It's a bolster lock. It's not right. Because even like I've seen guys where they lightly press on it, and once the detent breaks, it should open up, whether it's half-assed or not. It should still open. Mine just kind of does this goofy. Now it's weird. It's not every single time, but Something's wrong with it. I've taken it apart and wiped it down. Uh, I've taken it apart 3 different times. I've oiled it, kept it completely dry. I've done a couple different things and nothing's working. So something's goofy. Javon says they will replace it. I hope so, dude. I really hope so. I think DLT will. They got a hold of me Friday. Uh, uh, but I think DLT will do it. The weekend hit, and I think, their customer service probably ain't there because I messaged them Friday or I emailed them. No, it was message. I think I messaged them Friday afternoon, and I haven't heard back from them. So I'm assuming I won't hear back from them till Monday. I don't want Lefty touching nothing. He'll probably break it. Yeah, it's a bolster lock, Lefty. I don't know. I'm not down there yet. You're at the bottom of the chat. Yeah, I'm not down there. So yeah. These guys know how slow I am.
You're playing the shit that was like 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Later, Joe. Love you, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. I'm gonna have to. I've never actually had something set up for Saltnik. I've only ever just tried it. It's something I never got into. I'll have to. I can do that with the Presso mods, right? Yeah, use code GBALL10. That's what we do here, bud. We make you feel good in the G spot. My knife, yeah, my knife. My woman likes knives. She's just not obsessed with them. She's got the titanium Kubi Vagrant. She's got the Kubi Dugu, and issuing stitches. Bobby just gifted her the Kaiser Doman, or no, the Mini Doman, I think it is. Oh, and she's got the CJRB more Mylea, the bigger Mylea. Give it to her.
Everybody,
I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her now. The Tantos V2s are coming soon. Real soon. I definitely deserve it. Yeah, it is. It really is. I think that's what's me, man. Yeah, Shane, that's how it works. That's a good deal. She gets the version 1, and I get the V2.
I like the Bushcraft.
Yeah, I slowed down though considerably. Terry, I've thought about that, dude. But when if DLT says they'll take it back, I don't want to have messed with anything. If I figured if nobody will do anything about it, this is funny. I'll even show you guys, but I sent Brian Nadeau a thing in Instagram, a video, right? And all he did was send me 2 thumbs up. So I don't know what the hell. I don't think he watched it or I don't know what, but he just gave me 2 thumbs up and it's me showing him that the knife doesn't open the way it should and he gave me a couple thumbs up and that was it. So oh, you're good, brother. You're good. You're good. My woman was yelling at me because I didn't say what the knife was or show it close enough. Yeah, I've talked to a couple people. Needham has one. Duty has one. There's several people that either have them right now or have had them. And Shane, it's a bolster lock, brother. And that's one reason why I really like it, because it's that bolster lock. And no, Twang, it's there, brother. It's like a nub and it's there. And it's really weird. Sometimes it feels very good. And then other times it feels like, I don't know. It feels like it died and ain't coming back. It's really weird. Really, really weird. Something I've never really had happen before. Usually if the action's light, it's just light. If it's strong, it's strong. This one like kind of goes back and forth like it has a mind of its own. But yeah, it's a bolster lock, and it's the Mini Evo. The Mini Evo. Like they're all named Eli. Yeah, no way, dude. No way. I remember one time watching him disassemble a knife and he put like 3 different things in backwards and upside down and put it back together and was like, it ain't working right, you know. Everybody was like, dude, everything's upside down. Oh, that's why Shane don't like him, sharp guy, yep. Bama just got here. Wife says I'm acting more like her kid than her husband. So he had to play husband for a bit. Tell her you got guys to hang out with and talk about knives. Say it's Saturday. It's knife talking time. Oh yeah, Ashley, yep, that's right. Ooh, that'd be sweet, Todd. What? You have to type their name as it looks. I'm gonna have to scope that out because I remember my buddy works at the vape shop up here, and I could have swore I remembered him saying they would work with both. I'm gonna definitely have to try it out. That's funny. Yeah, she's gotten, so what, you have 4 or 5. She's got a nice little collection going right now. She's got an O-light or 2 flashlights. Apparently the Danto does. Yeah, that sucks, Neil. It won't pop up on your end. It'll just look normal to you. Yeah, I gotta wait for DLT to message me back, but they wanted my order number and all that stuff, so I'm hoping we'll see. 'Cause it's tolerable, but it's just not the way that it should be. You're gonna be making some knives, dude? Oh, no shit, BBR. That's rare. That's rare. Somebody else. I don't run into nobody I know gives a shit about knives. Not really. You'd be awesome, dude. You'd be awesome. No, I didn't see that, Z-Man. The variable. I did see the clutch I got and the torn got or whatever the hell. I have that on the way. Let's look it up. The Kaiser variable. But for anyone wondering, the Cleric is awesome. At least my example, it's got. I think it was Aberdeen's asking me how the action at night was on mine, and I hadn't looked at the time. I hadn't opened at the time, so I didn't know. But it's real strong. Like it's for a button lock, guys. It's strong, and the button action is real good. Bigger knife. Carbon fiber inlays, titanium bolsters. It's got a pivot collar. The blade's stone wash. I think it's an S35 maybe. Yeah, S35. And the shit it's good. It's the Mad Tanto is good. And this is good. The Drop Bear is good. The Escort is good. Kaiser, I told myself I wasn't gonna buy no Kaisers or Civivis this year, and I bought a couple Kaisers, and they've all been bangers. Real good. I'm hoping the Torngat is really good. I'm not gonna spend that much on a knife I have to fix. Yeah. Now a $60 deal with a weak detent that I can bend the bar over and make it better. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right, dude. Kind of two totally different. Like this knife should be perfect in every way. So, and that's kind of what I'm saying. If this was like a $75 knife or maybe even 100, I guess, but it would be fine. But it's not. It's not. And when it should have like I shouldn't have been able to like reverse flick it because nobody that either had one or has one can reverse flick it. And that tells you that the detent is lighter. And when I say it's strengthening up, it is like a little bit to the point where I'm starting not to be able to reverse flick it. But when it comes back to the flipper tab, it's still like before, it would only pop up to like here. Now it's popping up to like here. So I can tell that it's getting stronger in a sense, but it's still not the way it should be. So it bugs the shit out of me. Stay out of the freaking pot, Bama. Bama's always in trouble down there. Right, Z-Man. Typically, I don't really either. I typically don't. Unless it's for video purposes, like say it's a new knife that just came out and there's nothing on it. Then there's times I'll do that. And that's when I did the disassembly for two reasons with that one. One, to see what the hell was going on. And two, there's not a single video on it getting disassembled. So I figured I might as well shoot one, but I didn't want to post that until I found out what was going on with like getting it exchanged or whatever. And now you have one less nipple. El Cap. All right, brother. You're probably asleep now, but all right, brother. We'll catch you later, man. Mikey J. All right, brother. We'll see you on Monday night, dude. Tired of Red Bull. I'm gonna need a Red Bull. Sweet El Cap. You can go to sleep to my voice. Put it in between you and your woman's head. Lay it on your pillow. Oh yeah, Mimo, that's right. You're a freaking hour ahead of me. You're way over there. You're way east, huh? I'm about to get me a Red Bull. Yep, Twang. I'm gonna be sending you info too. Yep. And this one, dude, you might not have to do that with. I have it all boxed up now, but I was supposed to take it this morning, but that didn't happen. But that one has a pretty good detent, man. You know, it's on the higher end of the growlers for sure. I know some of them were pretty damn light. I can tell you that the mash, is that the one that he did with Blue Creek? Is Dopey leaving? Bama says on. Oh really? She took the mini Paragon Bluminati? She likes that one, huh? That big old micarta Tanto. That's one I haven't checked out yet. Someday I'll get one to check it out. Just got two Kaisers, the T1 and the Rapids for $80. Both on different. I don't have the Rapids, but I do have the T1. You got the T1. Wait, $80 for both. So you paid 40 for both? Or they were both 80? What do you mean? Because if you paid 80 for both, 50% off sales. What? I was gonna say they both are like $80, ain't they? Or close. Or the T1's a little more. Kaiser's been running a bunch of crazy deals lately. Yeah, it's funny. Everybody's got like their. See, I'll like It depends. If it comes good, like the Raiden, I haven't taken this bad boy apart. Nothing. I put one tiny drop of oil on both sides of the pivot, just a tiny drop, because there was absolutely no reason to take this one apart. But as soon as I got the SBD, I took that one apart. You know, it depends for me, because there's some I will take right apart, and then others I just let them roll until either I want to do a video on a disassembly or I get bored and want to take it apart, or bearings or whatever. But the Raiden came perfect. Perfect. It's amazing. I want to get the Voodoo. The Voodoo looks banging. You spent $20 on a Rough Rider? My wife ran off with my best friend. Never met the guy, but now I consider him my best friend. That's funny as shit. Oh yeah, there's nothing taking a, like, if you're just chilling, need something to do, taking a knife apart is definitely, get all your stuff set out, take it apart, clean everything up, oil everything. That's definitely a good time. Keeps you busy. It's the drinking and the meds she doesn't like. The 420 has no problem with. Well, man, can't blame her, man. You know, that stuff pisses her off. Yeah, same here, dude. It's 10 after 1. Your wife just ran off. Was it because of the constant flicking of the knives, or? You ain't leaving. You're used to it now. These guys love the sound of a knife opening and closing. That's what keeps them entranced here. Ooh, really? Yeah, dude. The T1, I have the T1 with the green micarta. Good knife. I think it's what, 154 cm. Definitely a good one. I guess I'm gonna have to get one of those because it'll basically be, it'll be the same or similar design but made way differently. Because Kubi's gonna do that thing. I don't think Kev's gonna let them not do it real good at this point. So I want mine. I might check out one of those. I did not order one of the V2 mashes though. I didn't pre-order one of those because of I got the V1. Yeah, $40. That's an insane deal. An insane deal. The Kaiser Mini Roach was about when Kaiser started putting the pedal to the metal Demonoc. Like they were doing really good for, a while, and then all of a sudden, like they just took off, and they're leaving a lot of companies in the dust. Amazon has the T1 for 50. See, if I was gonna get one, it'd be that Rapids. Pocket Phils, what up? What up? Welcome, dude. Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you here, dude. Stay and hang out. Steven, what up, dude? Like 70. Oh, I don't know. How you guys doing on this Saturday night? Yeah, Josh, that'll be sweet. What are you gonna get when you can? Yeah, the T1 that's one of Kaiser's great knives for sure. But the last like 3 months or so, Kaiser has been just they upgraded some models and they've been just putting out banger after banger. Like the Drop Bear, the Escort, the Mad Tanto, the Clairvoyant. There's other ones mixed in there. And then they, like the T1, they dressed up. They've done that with a bunch of models, and now they're using LMAX and LC200N and Fat Carbon, and they got awesome micarta. Hell, they're throwing like titanium button locks out with carbon fiber. They're doing really good, and you gotta, hate them or love them. You gotta kind of tip your hat to Kaiser. They're doing what we want. New materials, new knives. They're using different materials. You know, Shielding, yep, Shielding, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, the fight is a good one. I got the red micarta. What is it? Red micarta and 3V maybe? I think it is. There was a time where I had that knife in my hand a lot. Not so much lately, but I think what'd they say? Was it like the Iron Man edition or what was that? They said it was the something edition. Is it sticking out? Really? Does it stick out when I'm reaching past it in my pocket? I'm trying to think about the lanyard hole. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, pretty fly. And I'm pissed because I just saw recently that they did a genie with upgraded materials from what I got, and I got the N690. Now my card is real nice, and the N690 has been really good for me since I got it. It came nice and sharp, and it's held up real well. But they did one in like 154, I think, and micarta. I would have loved to have had that one because that's when I got that knife. I said this is the thing that this knife is missing, and it's the 154. That would have been sweet. But yeah, the Towser case good. They got a ton of good ones. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I've looked at the Paragons a couple times. They ain't so many. Yeah, they've done that a couple times recently where they had it on sale and then they took it off and then they had it on sale. I'll wait. because I definitely don't need to get it. Yeah, I've looked at those too, the XLs. I don't have any of the Serape editions of those. They look pretty cool. What is that G10, that material? Dude, that knife looks good. The spiny dogfish. It's got that long hole, that nice looking blade. I almost got that a couple times over the last like day or two. I ended up picking the Kaiser Torngat over it, but I'm gonna get that one eventually, I think. That's the first one that Savivi's done. The Laconico one and then this spiny dogfish one. Like those are the only two that have really, really, really caught my eye from Savivi lately. But it seems like Kaiser keeps putting out knives that I almost bought the freaking LC200N drop bear. But I've decided to hold off because then I would have two of them. He's got the Thai S35 of what? The Genie. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, Kaiser does splendid 154. Very good, like tested and proven. And their N690 is pretty good too, especially at the price. You know, at the price point that they typically you don't see them doing the N690 a whole lot on newer models. They still have the older models in it, but I don't think you see them doing a lot of it is like the cheapest they're going, unless there's models I'm not seeing. But typically the the lowest steel has been 154 that I've seen lately. Yeah, they're not gonna be up at 130 in the morning. Kyle, what up, dude? What was you doing? Yeah, it is small. Have you checked Alpha? Gavco did the dogfish, right? Which one, Josh? Fish looks sweet. I think Gavco's the one who did that one, right? Crispy, wife says hi. Had to hear it for myself. If he gets back on, I'll have to. Did Javon say he was coming back or no? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I started working on that and then my daughter scribbled all over the cardboard, but I like drew one. I drew a knife on the cardboard and I was gonna cut it out and give it to you, BBR. Kaiser has some good premium knives. Yeah, that. Which one are you looking at, Emo? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the spiny dogfish is Gavco's. I'm pretty sure the dogfish is another shark, I think I heard somewhere. The original is a good smooth knife, and it's a nice smaller like profile too, like for carry purposes. Got the lefty with the frog. He wasn't heavy. You put a frog in the box. You put a frog in a box and sent it to him. Yo, I bet he was pissed, dude. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, he might have been pissed. I don't know. I guess it depends on what mood he was in. I want that drop bar, but the clutch access bar lock is not my cup of tea. Twang, I'm telling you, if there was one crossbar lock, if you asked me what's the best crossbar lock, Hogue would be up there too, but Kaiser's crossbar lock is by far the best one I've had. The Escort and the Drop Bear are freaking sweet, man. Like I said, I almost went and got the LC200 version of this, already having this knife. That's how good it is. The crossbar lock is phenomenal. I usually have those two right on my table because I love them. They're really good knives. That's the Escort. They both have black aluminum, and they both have, well, the Drop Bear is more of a satiny finish, but they look like brothers pretty much. Like big brother, little brother. Yeah, it's definitely, it was out there. The Serape was out there. There was one knife I saw that it looked good on, but the rest of them I wasn't a big fan. And I think it was the Towser was the best looking one. It had like a black blade with that Serape. I think it was. And it looked good. It looked pretty good. But I'd rather have Kaiser's Micarta. Just copped a murdered out Micarta God of Mischief from Renegade EDC yesterday. The GOM is one of the best knives in the last like 2 years, dude. One of the best knives, period. No question. One of the best knives of the last year. And there's a bunch of people who would agree for sure. I had this as my 2022 knife of the year. It's really good. It's got a full length titanium backspacer, which I absolutely love. The clip is 3D milled titanium. It's nice and flat. It's a little wider. You don't feel it at all in your hand. The bolsters are awesome looking. The blade is awesome. The action is incredible. You can thumb flick it. You can reverse flick it. It's great. Love it. Good choice. If you ask, I would tell you to get that knife probably. But yeah, the God of Mischief is one of my all-time favorite knives, period. I'm wondering how Kaiser's LC200 is. Spider Code did a hell of a job. I would. Kaiser typically nails their sheets from the sheet, like the spec sheets that I've seen on Kaiser's steels and how they performed. Kaiser typically does like at least what it's supposed to do. So I'm assuming they did, they did it good. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I remember him saying, "I'm gonna run to the store quick and I'll be back." But hopefully, somebody maybe message him and make sure he's good, like just that he's all right. No, Javon don't really sleep much. Maybe he is sleeping then. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I never had the Yo Jumbo, but the Yo Himbos is real good. That's definitely like a workhorse tactical knife, sure. Oh, the Indian, yep, yep. I didn't know that had a 4-inch blade though. Damn. Indian. Yeah, yeah. That one's like what, 2, 3 years old. And that 2 years at least. Damn, you got the Yo Jumbo with S90. That's a hell of a chunk of S90. Oh, is it really? Bama, I have the Gavco Nurse. I guess I can kind of see the resemblance in them. It wasn't a real frog, this toy that Josh sent me. What did he message you, Kyle? What did he say? That's funny as shit, dude. I know Lefty will sit down like 1 day, 2 days a week, and he'll film a shitload of videos all in a row. So I bet he was like in the middle of recording a bunch of videos when he opened it. The Asher is good. Yes, that is up there too. I have the one he did in M390 and green G10. Uh, that is a good crossbar lock one. Yep. It's definitely up there. Twang, I'm hoping they do some LMAX, and the owner of Urban told me that they were coming, but they put out like 5 M390 models since then, so I'm hoping it's soon, because I got the M390 Segaha one, and then they put a couple LMAX ones out. This has been a year ago, probably. And then they did a couple LMAXs, and I waited and waited. I was like, they'll keep doing them, and they quit doing them. It's been M390, so I'm hoping they do LMAX soon. People love that knife, so they're gonna keep making them in different variants, different handles, and I bet they do some sort of fat carbon one, like a fat carbon. I would assume they'll start doing like micro milling titanium, maybe. They got to. I just hope they get away from the M390 for a few of them. What are you talking about, Mimo? Oh, the Sativians. Yeah, yeah. They make a good crossbar lock for the money too. There's a lot of good ones out there. There is. But the crispest, like cleanest feeling one so far, it has been Kaiser's. Like theirs is nice and strong and clean, smooth. Uh and mine's not even I didn't change to the heavier springs. I didn't move anything. And mine is still just nasty. And it's really strong. I love it. People have heard me say it probably, but Benchmade created it and Kaiser definitely perfected it for sure. Kaiser did a slamming job on it for sure. Your Towser has fuzzy G10. Oh, it might be. Is that the you have the shit, I can't remember. That paper isn't it like paper micarta? Right, right. Yeah, you can adjust it. It's nuts. Life. That's awesome. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, sweet. Happy. Yeah, you've been here chilling. He said he just got a mischief, which I told him is a banger. That's a good question, El Cap. I don't remember. Pocket Filth might be able to tell us real quick. It wasn't anything crazy. Definitely worth it, man. In my opinion, it's seriously. Now you gotta like Warncliffs, but it's by far one of my all-time favorite knives. It's a perfect size, perfect blade shape, a great pocket clip. I mean, Riot made them. That's that bad boy opening. It's nasty, and it's sharper than all hell. Great ergos. It's a good one to check out if you're looking for a good, like, in the middle price point, you know. The God of Mischief is one that I would look at for sure. I don't know what versions he's got left. I know some of them are gone, I think, but there is still some to be had, and I can't believe it. He must have made a ton of them or something. Because when these came out, a lot of people were buying them. So either he made a ton or I don't know. But yeah, it's one of the best knives, period. Oh, all right, sweet. On IG, 350 to 399. Maybe. Were they that? I don't know. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, what is the Oh, all right, sweet. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. G-Ball, you ever scoop the sling bag you were shopping for? Nope, not yet, dude. But I'm going with the one that you sent me in. I have it bookmarked and everything. I just haven't gotten around to getting it yet. But that's the one I'm going with is the I don't remember the company. Let me look. Oh, it'd help. Oh, I'm seeing that variable now. Yeah, that thing's different. Uh, oh, it's on here somewhere. Now I can't find it. I got my favorites is all messed up. No, it's not that. I have it saved in one of my favorites folders, but there's way too many of them. But I do have it saved because that's the one I'm getting. That one's sweet. All right, Demonoc. Thanks for coming in, brother. Night and have a good week. We'll see you on Monday. You can swing by, buddy. Oh yeah, that's impossible. Yeah, that's impossible. Now, direct ripoffs is one thing, but a knife looking like another one. There's there's only so many blade shapes, no matter if it's modified or not. Uh, it's even like this blade shape. It's really reminiscent of, I mean, it's a modified sheepshead, but there's other blade shapes that like this kind of reminds me of the Kubi Drake in a sense. There, even though it's a fairly unique way to do the modified sheep's foot, it's really upswept and comes to that point. There's still other blade shapes that look like this. There's only so many blade shapes that, you know. So I don't really get into the whole, unless it's like a direct rip off. I don't really pay much attention to that. If some custom maker says, "Oh, that looks like a knife I made 10 years ago," because I remember somebody saying that about EMP and the Thick Boy. And yeah, it had like the cleaver blade and stuff, but it's like, dude, and John even said, it was a custom maker. John was like, I never even seen that knife before. So I don't put much thought into that. Sling bag. Yeah, a sling bag is usually my go-to. Yes, I honestly, Happy, I don't care what. I'll pretty much get any one of them. The least one I would prefer is the L-Max and brass or whatever, but I would probably still even get that one. But I don't care what they do it with. Titanium, micarta, G10, I'll probably get the like I'd get it. I just want one in L-Max. I love the F5. I have it sitting right in my case. It's one of my favorite knives. It's really good. This is another knife that before I got it, I didn't think I would like it, and I was completely wrong. So the F5 is definitely good. I just want it in. I almost got a micarta one, but I decided against it because I just didn't want to get another M390 one. Yeah, S90 would be sweet. Mm-hmm. Yep. Carco got way back. Oh, cake time. Yep. I know all about that. I don't know, Todd. I've been thinking of things like button locks and cross. I've been thinking about the same thing. 365. Okay. That's not bad though. I mean, it's it's a good one. It is a good one. Yeah, you was right, Cargo. I couldn't remember, to be honest, which is sad. I could not remember. It's Riot though, so that's most of it. But I would say it's one of them knives where you're paying that, but you're getting that too. Like it's good. Really good. The only thing if you said what would I change about this, I would just say I would have rather had it in S90 or something like that than the M390, but good heat treated M390 is a great steel. I only say that just because I have so much M390, but that'd be the only there's nothing I would change about this knife. He did the flipper tab, the front flipper perfect. Uh, the hole is beautiful for the thumb and reverse flick. So easy and intuitive to do. The pocket clip works good. The nice backspacer makes it very comfortable in hand. Hidden lanyard hole in the back, holster lock. Great knife, definitely. I could talk about this knife all night. Yes, alpaca, that's right. I don't know why I can't find that in my it must be in one of these folders. Boy, they keep throwing that drop bear in my face, that LC200N1. I'm gonna resave that. Just looks like they got the Mad Antos in stock too. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it under sling bag as the now I got it. Now I got it. That's one I've been looking at go is the the Thai Nazca, dude. That's it. I've been looking at that one. That's one because didn't somebody else OEM that maybe? Or maybe not. Either way, I think that was one because it's got that awesome blade shape on it. Awesome blade shape. Oh, really, Josh? Didn't like the gripper? Well, hey man, not everything is for everyone. I could see like not liking it. I like it, but I can see why somebody wouldn't like it too. I could say that about every knife though, for the most part. If you handled the great white from Artisan, then I'd say it's safe to assume you'll like the spiny dogfish. Nope, never handled the great white either. The only Gavco I have is the Nurse, and that might be it. Unless I'm not thinking. I might have another one, but the Nurse stick out. That's the one I remember. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Somebody else told me that, Kyle. What's a grip? Like a griptilian, maybe? I don't know. A gripper? Oh, probably the gripper. Budget guy, the Brass Brigade gripper. Or the griptilian, yeah. That's one I've looked at, but for some reason I can't picture it. That's an artisan knife, right? The Great White. Yeah, people are buying $60 knives and trying to sell them for 70 and shit. Yeah, it don't make sense. That's funny as shit. See, I get on there and I'll scan like a page or two, but then I hop off there because I don't know, it's too tempting and I don't know, and there's quite a bit of price gouging type of deal going on. Yeah, they're all like sheep's footy, but I will say that dogfish has a different aesthetic to it than the standard nurse. The nurse really, they do look similar though. I mean, they have the elongated hole and the flipper tab. I don't know. It looks a little different, if you know what I mean. I guess maybe because of the titanium being anode against that G10 that they did, it looks a little different. Enough for me that I would pick one up, Bama. The dogfish. It looks good. Real good, actually. Oh. Probably have to cash out, guys. I think my son's up. I hear my son. And I think my woman's asleep now. But thank you guys. I love y'all, man. I'd hang out all night if I could. And I got church in the morning too. Oh, you're awake still. Well, it is almost 2. So I'll stay till 2. I'll stay on till 2. I thought you was asleep. Well, we'll start cashing out. Thanks for coming in, Costa. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. What's the point? Pretty Fly, Josh, Budget Guy, Carco, Bama, Josh, Happy, Pocket Filth, a newcomer. Appreciate you being here, dude. Crispy, Kyle, love y'all. Todd, you already left. Dopey, everybody. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. That was a good makeup for this morning, not being able to be up this morning. Oh, there it is, 2:00. Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Yeah, thank you guys. That was a good one, a good makeup one. Twang, twang, thang. David, Milton, Neil. Later, Neil. Thanks, brother. Thank you guys. I love y'all. And we'll see you on Monday evening. And maybe I'll start doing these randomly on the weekend or whatever. Like a late night live on the weekend, Friday or Saturday or something. All right. Love y'all. I'll see you guys. Talk to you tomorrow and see you on Monday. Peace. Oh, new member Josh Branson. Love you, brother. Love all you guys. Now I'm outie. Have a good night and be safe out there, guys.